I place on record my deepest homage and heartfelt condolences to the innocent 26 precious lives lost in the barbaric terrorist attack in Pahalgam. On behalf of our leader and party president Shri Naveen Patnaik ji and our party, the Biju Janata Dal, I rise to express our profound gratitude to the true heroes of Operation Sindoor, the men and women of our armed forces. So when the skies over Pahalgam darkened with the cries of innocent lives lost in a cowardly terrorist attack, it was not words but action that defined India's response. That action came in the form of Operation Sindoor, a swift, precise and decisive military action executed with brilliance, courage and unmatched professionalism. And who delivered that brilliance? Who executed that courage? Our soldiers, sailors and air warriors who stepped into the eye of the storm and returned victorious without fanfare. The armed forces did not only represent leadership, they embodied the silent force behind India's global military credibility. It was not luck, but the meticulous coordination, satellite intelligence, loitering munitions, and above all, human brilliance. From the pilots who soared into the skies, to the signal corps who maintained flawless communication, to the engineers who mapped target grids, to the logistic corps who filled this operation silently in the background, every rank, every uniform, every heartbeat was part of a single symphony, Operation Sindoor. Odisha and its 4.5 crore people have always stood firmly with the armed forces and upheld the highest tradition of patriotism and national service. The commitment draws inspiration from the legacy of late Shri Biju Patnaik ji, a daring pilot and a freedom fighter whose heroic acts during the times of conflict, including his audacious rescue missions during the Indonesian freedom struggle and his role in the Kashmir conflict in 1947, among many others, remain etched in the annals of history. His courage, vision and deep nationalistic spirit continues to guide Odisha's commitment to the nation and its defenders. However, Honorable Vice Chairman, sir, I wish to respectfully place one important question before the government, a matter that may warrant clarification by the government. The government has stated that there was no phone call made by the President of the United States to the Indian Prime Minister between April 22nd and June 17th, 2025. That in itself speaks to the autonomy and independence with which India conducted Operation Sindoor. I accept that as an Indian and don't dispute it. But given this reality, I ask with utmost sincerity, has India formally engaged with the United States administration to seek clarity on why the US President continues to make public references to a ceasefire, one in which, by all accounts, neither him nor his administration played any active role? It is a question that my party, the Biju Janata Dal, seeks to ask of the government, and I leave it to the government to reply on this whenever the situation arises. Honorable Vice Chairman, sir, I wish to also place before this august House my own experience as a member of the all-party delegation that visited the UAE, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sierra Leone and Liberia in the wake of Operation Sindoor. As a member of this all-party delegation, I must tell you, and I must share with this House, we had an excellent understanding, an excellent, fruitful all-party delegation wherever we went. And it was not that we met some mid-level, low-level people, no. In Liberia, we were face to face with the President of Liberia. In Sierra Leone, we met the Senate, their parliament, which stood up in one voice with one platform for 1 minute silence condemning the terror attack. I don't remember when the Indian Parliament has stood up in one voice to condemn violence in another country. So whatever is good needs to be spoken about, whatever is a question needs to be answered. Across these diverse geographies, we witnessed consistent admiration for India's clarity of purpose, respect of professionalism for our armed forces, and deep interest in how we manage to conduct a high-risk, high-precision operation without destabilizing regional balances. United Arab Emirates acknowledged not only our operational success, but our measured restraint. And I remember that because I cannot, for certain reasons, cannot spell out in the open what exactly was discussed, but they were saying that there are many countries that do not know the difference between surgical action and reckless escalation. It's good that India is doing surgical action and not reckless escalation. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Sierra Leone appreciated India's role in ensuring that it was a measured, restrained, and precise action. Liberia talked about specific measures that India took, and you'd be very happy that the Senate of Liberia also stood up in one voice and for 1 minute observed silence for India and for Pahalgam. So I believe this is something that I take as a positive out of the activities that have been done. I have 30 seconds and I'll close. We do not wage war. We do not seek glory. But when our people are attacked, India responds with a fury that is disciplined, deliberate, and devastating. In just 22 minutes, we proved that our silence is not weakness, it is readiness. All those armed forces who fought for us, their names may not be on social media trends, but in the hearts of 1 billion Indians, they will remain eternal. And I close with this. May their bravery shine eternal. And may we, in this house always, be worthy of the protection they provide to us, sir. I thank you, sir.